what's up? So we finally got the headline that we've all been waiting for. Just the other day, it was announced that GTA 6, the super extremely historically long-awaited game, will be featured at an $80 price tag for the single-player, regular, standard edition, and the Ultimate Edition will come out to be about $100. This is what we've all been waiting for. This has been some of the hype that we have all been waiting for in terms of the pricing, and there was a lot of speculation because of inflation that especially because of how hyped GTA 6 is. I say historically because GTA 6 is probably the most hyped video game of all time. It spawned the ever so famous blank before GTA 6 meme, and the hype for this game is something I've never seen before in my 24 years of life. But one of the big things is how much money is this game going to cost? Because this game is so otherworldly hyped, it was expected that the price tag for GTA 6 would be something that would set the new standard for insanely inflated gamer price tags. Well, we got $80 here for the standard, and that is, and this, as the article says, it is $10 more than even some of the biggest games over the years, like Tears of the Kingdom and Ghost of Yotai at $70. So it is definitely a $10 upcharge. That's for the standard. If you want the Ultimate Edition, which comes with customized skins, car modifications, skins, makeup, different customization options for the OCs, the main characters, and blah blah. That's $100. I'm not gonna lie, and people might crucify me for this, but I actually think, sorry. I actually thought that GTA 6 was going to be a bit more money than $80. I actually was surprised. I actually thought that was an undersell. Not saying I wanted it, don't get me wrong, but with how much hype that this game was, I was genuinely expecting I was expecting like a $90 price tag for the original, which would have been Highway Robbery. But the only reason why I thought about it and justified it in my head is that because GTA 6 is such a massive game, and obviously the GTA games are extremely massive games, I thought that they were going to try to come up with some BS to try to justify a $90 price tag. So I was genuinely expecting basically rounded up to basically very right there knocking on the door of $100. For even just a standard edition, because this is GTA 6 we're talking about. No game has had this hype before. And I'm not putting it out there for them to hear this and be like, oh, actually, you're right, Tariq. Let's bring it up to 90. I just thought they were going to do 90 because a lot of other popular games, I even saw, I think like Call of Duty games are around the same price. So I thought, okay, maybe they might do $10 extra just because the hype for this is absolutely surreal. But no, like $80, that's actually, that's actually lower than what I expected. I'm not gonna lie. I saw some people. This tweet on Twitter went viral. Basically, it was comparing WWE 2K26 and 2K26 has the Ultimate Edition for WWE 2K26 has a price tag of $150 for their Ultimate, and GTA 6 is $100. Which I just find kind of funny. I'm a big WWE fan, but it's funny how WWE is just pricing out the wazoo for a game that is going to do way less, and that's an understatement, than GTA, which is a much more like massive product than the WWE 2K series. So I just found that kind of funny. I don't really think that's anything to rub on. It's just a funny coincidence that GTA is being more considerate than a WWE 2K game. Yeah, I cannot, because when I first heard that this game was coming out in November, I couldn't believe it. Because they had been pushing it back for so long. I thought they were probably going to delay it again, but nope, this is the official date. And this game is going to not only break the internet, it is going to, it's already made its own records, but this game is going to change the game. The landscape of gaming forever. I think the only thing is, though, is what a lot of people are upset about is that the $80 standard edition you don't get a disc, and that's something as a gamer we all grew up on. We're getting these discs and whatnot. But from what I heard, supposedly the $80 standard version is supposed to be just a like a little cartridge, like a Nintendo Switch. Wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm getting mixed up. Basically, it's a digital code. You put that code in, you get the game. And it's that whole thing where now you don't own the games that you buy anymore. These companies still own the game. You just have permission to play these games. And at any point, they could just pull the plug and say, "Nope, sorry, we're pulling this game back. You can't play anymore." I just think that's downright just not okay, right? Like I miss the days where we actually got to own the things we got to use, right? And it's not just gaming; it's a problem with technology in general, and especially cars. Like with Teslas, you can't even use Teslas. Like if there's a brand new update, you have to wait for that update to process before you can even drive your Tesla car. From what I heard from what people have said, that's stupid. If you buy something, I mean, of course, it's not yours in the sense that you created it, but it's yours in the sense that it's yours. You bought it. You buy a $60 game, that's yours. You get to play it and boot it up whenever you want. So I just think this whole code nonsense and I think it's setting a bad precedent for games in the future because Nintendo's already doing it. Obviously they're about to do GTA 6. Xbox is doing it. Like it's absolutely insane to me. But nonetheless, though, GTA 6 is here. So, fellow gamers, we can finally stop waiting. This game is going to be here November, and to me, I think $80 is not that bad. I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, I thought they were going to inflate it, and I thought it would be even higher than this. I don't know if people agree with me on that, but I was expecting like $90 at the bare minimum for the regular and the ultimate. Considering what other games price for their ultimate edition, this is actually it's actually, like I said, it's on the cheaper end. It's as crazy as that sounds, but yeah. So that's my thoughts on GTA 6 and the pricing. This has been TSW signing off, and peace.